Productions presents
Copperheart Shattered Echoes contains mature language and situations geared toward an adult audience. For specifics and trigger warnings, please see the show notes. Welcome back to Copperheart Shattered Echoes. This episode is sponsored by patron Michael. This episode's producer is Michael West, and our executive producer is George Pasenica. Shattered Echoes is an anthology of tales that can be enjoyed individually or in order. Some will continue where the series left off. Some will jump ahead in time. Some will serve as prequel stories for our heroes and villains. Some may take place in parallel realities. Some may cross over or connect with other stories. And some may introduce new characters and situations to the Copperheart lore because, let's face it, the Visitor made a lot of ripples in reality. And now you get to explore them. This episode takes place many years before the events of Copperheart, well before the mishap. In this story, we are introduced to one of Eden's brother Copperhearts, another steampunk-style automaton sent from his master's reality to search for answers about the mysteries there. This particular robot ends up at the home of Doctor Penbrook's mother at a time when the doctor was still just a small boy. This episode is entitled The Copperheart, and it stars the voice talents of Kirsty Woolven, Colin Morris, and Sally Lloyd. After the episode, please keep listening for our cast and production credits, and our tribute to the Patreon family who has supported the show, enjoying early releases and other benefits. You can find out how to join our Patreon family, as well as learn about my other productions at rigstories.com.
Now, who could that be? Hello? Who's calling? Who's there? Hello? Hello?
I do apologize. My audio receptors are...
Stay away!
I mean you no harm, and I promise I will not stay longer than my welcome. Once I am welcome, that is. You see, my audio receptors have been damaged.
Stay where you are. I mean it. Stay back.
Do you intend to strike me with that meat tenderizer?
I swear I will if you step any closer.
Then I shall approach no further, madam. Though I feel some cautious introductions are in order.
Who's in there? Bernard? Bernard Wilkes, is that you having me on?
No, madam. At least, I do not think so. I am Copperheart automaton designated EDN 6577. You may address me as my master does, Edward. I suffered a fall, and have damaged my audio...
Turn round. Keep your hands, or whatever, up where I can see them.
Beg pardon? As I had mentioned, my audio receptors...
I said turn round. Now. You're a remote of some kind. Machine?
Machine, yes. Remote. I am not sure I understand your meaning.
Who's controlling you? Wilkes? Kent?
I am proud to say I am completely autonomous, and a 6000 series as well.
I don't know that voice. Was that you knocking at the door just then?
Yes. I do apologize for circumventing your perimeter and entering through the side. You did not answer, and I feared I was not hearing you if you were speaking.
because your audio
Receptors, yes. See? I am estimating a gash or dent in my right cranial plate of 2.5 centimetres, forming an indentation of approximately 9 millimetres, just enough
Quiet! I'm thinking.
Remaining silent until you request otherwise, madam.
Saints alive, you are a robot.
Yes, madam.
Who made you? Are you from the London Auto-Human Facility? LAH? Boston Dynamics or something?
No, madam.
Answer my questions as quickly as possible. Any delay in answering and I will bash the other side of your head. Understood?
Please do not harm me. My intentions are peaceful.
I said understood.
Yes, madam.
Who made you?
I was constructed at the Wolf Autobot facilities in Urbana, Illinois, in the Imperial United States. My birth engineer was Edward David Nicholson.
What? Imperial United?
Madam?
How did you get here?
I entered through your side door.
Not that way. Here.
It was unlocked. If you are concerned about prowlers
How did you get to Neath from Illinois?
Neath? Is that where I am? Is that in the United Kingdom?
I'm the one asking the questions. How did you get here?
I stepped through a carpenter gateway, the exit of which is located in the woodland area nearly 1/2 kilometre north-northeast of your home, madam.
Carpenter Gateway?
A magical system of traversing time and space created by the Clockwork Carpenters.
And you're real?
Excuse me? Sorry, my hearing
You're real.
is as real as you, I would say, though composed of various ferrous and non-ferrous metals. Perhaps you should lower the meat tenderizer and sit down. You appear flushed and
I
may...
think
Fact. Oh dear.
We were the angels descended
We
from light.
are the demons who crawl up from the dark.
Who crawled up from the dark.
We
We
were the clockwork
were the
carpenters.
clockwork carpenters.
We
are the scions of time and space.
We
were the
were
wraiths and spirits and legends.
We
are the monsters, ghosts, myths.
We
We
were
were before death.
we are
after
life.
We
We
were the
were the
destroyers
destroyers
of
of
infinite
infinite
realms.
realms.
We
are the creators
creators
of
of life itself.
We
We
were nothing.
were nothing.
We
We
are
are
everything.
everything.
We
We
are human.
Copperheart, Shattered Echoes, a Copperheart anthology series by Michael J. Rigg.
Oh, my head. What happened?
If you are speaking to me, I can only assume you're asking what has transpired. You fainted. I would have prevented your fall, but you had ordered me to remain stationary. I am dreadfully sorry.
How did I get in here?
I beg pardon? My audio...
How did I get in here?
I carried you. You appear to be in no immediate medical danger. There are no abrasions or apparent contusions, but I take full responsibility and will stand by to see to your care for as long as it is necessary. I placed a cool cloth on your head to reduce the swelling.
What hit me?
You hit the floor. The meat tenderizing hammer hit your head when it bounced off the flagstones when you dropped it. It's just there on the sideboard, within reach if you still do not feel secure in my company.
That's thoughtful.
Beg pardon? My audio...
I said that's thoughtful.
We aim to please and comfort, madam.
What are you doing?
I am stoking a fire in your hearth. Temperatures, according to my inner barometer, will be dropping several degrees this evening. I want to make sure you are comfortable, madam.
You?
Yes?
A robot?
Correct. Though the proper nomenclature is Copperheart.
Because you have a heart forged from copper?
Very astute, madam.
And you were made in America, and step through some magical wooden gateway into my forest?
There are complexities you haven't touched upon, but essentially yes. Though the gateway is not made from wood. It was made from something my master calls shine glass.
Shine glass? You said it was made by carpenters out of wood.
I don't believe I did. You are confusing the clockwork carpenters, the mystical beings who control time and space, with woodworkers.
Time and space? Right.
Beg pardon? My audio
Yes, sorry. Why don't you have an American accent?
I speak with the accent of my creator, who came from Brisbane, Queensland, before he's moved to the Empire to study automata system engineering.
Astonishing. Absolutely astonishing.
I am sorry, but I cannot hear...
I know. Just be quiet and sit over there. I don't understand any of this.
Beg pardon? My audio...
Shut up! I'm sorry. This is just so much to take in. Remain still. I'll fetch my kit.
Very well, madam.
So, if I'm going to play along with this, I might as well be entertained, right?
I have been called many things by my master. Entertaining is not one of them.
Still, how did you happen to enter this gateway thing? Did you fall? Were you pushed?
My brothers and I stepped through purposefully at 3.14-minute intervals, each one with a different course of reality in mind.
Robots have brothers.
We were manufactured by the same engineer, so EDN6174, EDN6318, EDN6401, and myself consider ourselves brothers, yes.
Are they all called Edward?
No. My master calls us Eden, Enmity, Eldon, and Edward.
Interesting. So, what's the date of your manufacture?
9 September 1994.
So, you are 21 as of 2 days ago. Happy birthday.
That may be correct, but my internal gyros are disagreeing with my memory tubes. Oh, and thank you for the birthday wishes.
There are several screws holding this dented plate on. Would you mind if I remove it to get a better look?
Well,
I spoil the prank and break your expensive chassis.
I do not understand.
I know you were sent here by Amstead O'Tunney, right?
I don't...
If you clowns are listening, I am not coming back. I'm enjoying retirement in the country, and, yes, get stuffed.
I'm so confused. Are you speaking to me?
Don't worry about it, Edward. We'll get this sorted out.
Do be careful.
Don't worry, my friend. We'll get you patched up and sent back to Autohuman right away.
But... as I told you, I am not from...
Saints alive! You're not from Autohuman, are you?
No.
And my old bosses didn't send you?
Are those the names you mentioned? I'm afraid I am not familiar with them, no.
Well, You're in luck, Edward. I happen to be a retired cybernetics researcher and robotics engineer.
Is that so?
Yes. Quite the coincidence you find yourself on my doorstep.
Perhaps not. I was concentrating on finding my brother Eden, who returned to our master only briefly to report about a strange world he had discovered. He did not stay long, and has not returned in some time. Carpenter gateways transfer based on the thoughts of the traveller.
But even if such a thing were possible, your brain's not biological.
I do not claim to have the knowledge of all thinking machines, madam.
You can call me Elaine.
Ah, delightful to meet you, Miss Elaine.
Hold still. This is tender work.
Thank you, Elaine. And thank you for the repairs. I feel better already.
Your design is incredible. It's just incredible. Without an SSD, fibre optics, I don't even see a computer core in there. It's just no cooling system. It's all just...
Clockwork. Crystals and tubes. I am from a reality different than your own.
Forget I asked. This is too much to believe, but you're obviously here.
I am obviously here, yes.
While I work, why don't you entertain me by telling me exactly what makes you tick?
Well, let's see. Well, I would say it all begins with the heart, which is powered through kinetic energy produced after winding.
Winding? Like a clock?
Indeed. The automated kinetic energy release valve is the heart of a Copperheart, composed of 106 macro pistons, 70 steam valve gears, and 4 primary node spinners. My heart has the capacity to maintain T current for as long as 12 days without winding. Longer if I keep them open, which would not be possible without the Copperheart's de-atonement regulating wattage dynamo. The DAR controls the flow of...
Done. Can you hear any better now?
Why, yes! Yes, I can! Clearer than ever! Thank you, Elaine! Thank you so very much!
There is a way you can repay me.
Oh. Wish that I could, but I have no money. I'm not even sure what currency you would take in this reality. I'm sure it's not Confederate state bills.
No, and I don't want money. I'd like to take you into the city and get some x-rays of your inner workings. I'd love a copy of your schematics, as you're absolutely fascinating.
I am flattered by your curiosity, I think.
Allow me this, and I will do what I can to help you find your brothers.
You will?
I swear on my heart.
Though I must caution you, if Copperhearts are unknown in your world, I will attract attention in your city.
You're about as tall as my ex. We'll try dressing you up in human clothes, plop a hat on your brass dome, and take the back roads.
If you think it's safe... Very well. I trust myself in your care, Lady Elaine.
But, for now it's getting late. Perhaps first thing in the morning? I have machine grease in the carriage house. I could work it into your joints in lieu of feeding you, I suppose.
I cannot say no to such kindness. I honestly do not think there is any way I could...
Oh dear. It's Mum. I completely forgot.
I take it you do not wish for me to meet your mother.
It's just a bit much to explain while I'm still trying to wrap my own head around it. Come, I'll hide you in the back. I promise it won't be long. She just came round for some things and... forgot she was coming.
Elaine! Elaine, are you home?
I'm coming, Mum! Just a moment. Shh. Just stay quiet and I'll fetch you out momentarily.
Of course. Quiet as houses.
Sorry, Mum. I was just doing some washing.
Left me out there to catch my death.
Catch your death? Mother, I swear it's hardly less than 21 degrees out there.
Still. Where's Owen?
He's with his father.
Again?
Yes, again. The last time was a month ago. A father's entitled to see his son no matter how much of a fucking bastard he turned out to be. Shall I put the kettle on?
No. I've just come from the Wilkins.
Of course. Since you've had a nibble of Clara's scones, you scarcely come straight here anymore.
She's a lovely young lady. You know, Elaine, you and she should venture out together sometime. Perhaps get a pint.
What? In Neath? Hardly.
Heavens, no. Not here. I mean, make it a day trip. I'm sure there are several eligible young men in Swansea.
I am not having this discussion. Eggs? I've more than enough.
Oh, yes, dear, please. Oh, I don't suppose you have any of your...
Blueberry muffins? Of course. Saved a half dozen just for my favourite Mum.
Oh, thank you, dear. I honestly don't know why you're not ready to move on from that awful man.
I'm just not ready, Mum. please. It hasn't even been a year.
All right. I just think Owen needs a father figure. He's only 6 years old.
He's 7, Mother.
Is he? Oh, what a horrible gram I turned out to be.
Tosh. Owen loves you. Your visits brighten his day and he absolutely lives for Christmas at his grams.
So, what is the ogre doing with my grandson this weekend?
A motor tour of Buxton, I believe. Showing off that new Jaguar of his, I'm sure.
That man is an absolute arse basket.
Mother! You didn't think that of him when we were wed. Oh, my darling little girl has gone off and married a surgeon. You couldn't wait to boast that to everyone in London.
You were happy. I was happy for you. Is that a crime? And I'm happy for you now. And yet, here you are living in the 19th century.
I wanted a place in the country. I wanted to teach Owen about nature. I didn't want him growing up a spoiled city kid, and I wanted him to be close to his gran.
And yet, you won't let me take him to church.
I never forbid such a thing, Mum. And I think it's good that he has a Christian education as well.
So long as he doesn't become a prick of a doctor like his father.
Mum!
Well, it's true.
If Owen becomes a farmer, a salesman, an engineer, or even a doctor, you'll be just as proud of him as I will.
Oh, you know I will.
Here you go. Are you sure you don't want to stay for tea?
No, dear. I should probably get on. Harlan's waiting in the car.
Why didn't you invite him in?
Because it's your house, dear. I didn't want to be rude.
So does Harland Ormond now fall into the category of gentleman caller? Is that why you didn't want to bring him in? Afraid I'll comment on his blush.
Elaine Penbrook, you mind your tongue. Take care, love.
Mwah. I will, Mother. Be well. Hello, Mr. Ormond. Next time, come on in.
Your mother sounds like a delightful woman.
She is. I'm blessed. Well, let me go get that machine grease I promised you.
Thank you. Oh, one moment.
Yes, Edward?
You said your son's name is Owen and your surname is Penbrook, correct?
My husband's surname, which I still have for now, yes.
Owen Penbrook is your son.
Yes. Why?
I do believe I know why I came here when attempting to focus on my brother Eden.
Oh? Why am I afraid to ask this, but why?
Oh, I'm not entirely sure. I need to think on it some more. It's possible my injury has jarred loose some tubes and caused me to misremember something.
Alright, you just sit and make yourself at home. I'll be right back.
Of course. Thank you, Elaine. You are most gracious. Raise him well, Miss Elaine. Your son will be a great doctor, and a larger hero than he will give himself credit for. Right up until the world dies.
This episode of Copperheart Shattered Echoes was entitled The Copperheart. It was written and engineered by Michael J. Rigg and co-produced by George Pasenica. This episode featured the voices of
Kirsty Woolven as Elaine Penbrook.
Colin Morris as EDN 6577.
Sally Lloyd as Mum.
You've been listening to Copperheart Shattered Echoes, an anthology series spanning multiple ripples of existence that take place within the expanding Copperheart realities. Copperheart was created, written, and produced by Michael J. Rigg. Title theme and incidental music are by Astral Far. To find out more about the show and other Rig Stories transmedia productions, including other tales inspired or touched by this production, visit rigstories.com. And please consider supporting the shows at patreon.com/rigstories or leaving us a tip at coffee.com. It's ko-fi.com.
My thanks goes out to our amazing family of patrons who supported the return of Copperheart and continue to support it. Thank you, George Prasenica, Azure Knight, Michael West, Shalom West, Brad Mack, Delta Alpha, Eric McNeil, Jared Mosman, Irritating Fog, Michael, Robin, Alan Farkas, Churlington Beescoat, Martin Saville, Michael Velez, Pack Mule, Ray Volk, Andrea Pena, Ann McMicken, George Stankow, Giannis Vestin, Jeff Fogg, Keely Wood, Michael Rodden, Rupert Fulhurst, Ryan Smith, Flub 2, Sarah Elkins, Tim George, and all the rest. Thank you all so very much. Your continued support of the show lifts my spirits, keeps the show going. Everything good, and I consider you all to be family. If you would like to join our family of supporters, get early releases of episodes, bonus content, live chats, and more, visit patreon.com/rigstories.